and you as well. Because guess what? There comes a point where your fire becomes so strong.
People can tune in with foresight and hindsight.
This is self-mastery, baby.
I think in hindsight,
They give you an hour. That's actually an honor.
Oh my God, in hindsight?
I said, well, you know, I have to listen to the rest of my program.
And when I think about that in hindsight, that did calm me down.
That's exactly what I needed. You know, I've been searching for that fire again. You know, that fire, you know, that thing that will just carry us into our destinations. You know, I once had it. You know, that's how I've built everything I did. I used to wake up and have this like deep sense of like burning passion, like, you know, to help humanity, to fill a void. You know, many of you have hit me up in the past and asked me questions like, yo, like, how did you do it? How do you do it? Especially during the pandemic, like you were uploading a podcast every single day that was deeply resonating with so many people, millions. And I was like, to be honest, that was just the natural effects of my fire. That was just a natural illumination, right? When you look at a fire, you don't question how it's glowing. You just know, hey, you know, it's a fire and it's glowing. It has warmth, it has heat. And that's what was inside of me and it was being felt. And, you know, as of lately, I haven't felt that fire. And it's not like I wake up and I'm sad or anything. It's like I still get up, I'm devoted and all this stuff. But I've been kind of itching to have that deep sense of devotion, not devotion, but like that, like a sense of a mission again, like something that just wakes me up in the morning. I'm just like, oh, you know, let's go, you know, burning with passion. And I've been looking for it. You know, I was like, maybe it's deeper in a relationship. Maybe it's in some experience somewhere else in the world I need to have. I'm like, I need to go find my fire. And then I thought about it. I started to visualize something. I started to visualize an actual campfire. Now, you know, I'm a Boy Scout. I grew up as a Boy Scout. So I've created a lot of fires, did a lot of camping in my day. So I know what it's like to go and, you know, grab the wood and the kindling and, you know, build that fire and, you know, fan that flame. And in that moment, while I was having this visualization, I was realizing you don't find fires. Rarely do you just find a fire. You create them. We create the fire. You know, think back to like early humans. How did they discover fire? Once they probably witnessed it through like a natural disaster. Maybe lightning struck a forest. But at some point they learned how to cultivate, create, and sustain that fire for themselves, for warmth, to cook, all of the above. They created fire. So then I shifted. I was like, okay, I've been this whole time searching for a fire, searching for a new mission. Not realizing we created. We fan that flame. And I realized I've had sparks, you know, I've had these sparks of motivation and a sense of direction. I'm like, yes, it all makes sense. And then we lost it. And I'm like, oh yeah, because you had this spark, but you didn't fan the flame. How many of us experience that? How many of us experience that? We get excited about something, don't we? You get that dopamine rush. We're like, yes, I figured it out. 3 weeks later, we're lost again. Why? We didn't get consistent. We didn't commit ourselves. We didn't create some type of structure. And we didn't fan that flame. A lot of us rely on that spark. The spark of a new relationship, it dies out. What happens? New relationship again. New relationship again. A lot of us feel a spark for a creative craft because we're scrolling on IG and someone inspires us to do pottery. We take 3 classes, realize it's hard, and we lose that spark. We lose that fire. But yeah, it was never fire. It was just a spark in the beginning, but you have to fan that flame. And I don't know if you're feeling me right now, but this was like a revelation for myself. Because it became a mission. Oh, I'm searching for the fire, but my new mission is to create that fire. That takes time, that takes effort, that takes attention, that takes intention. So I've been challenging myself, you know, getting into new tech. You know, I've been wearing the wearable tech rings. Y'all know how I've been doing that thing. I've been buying new DJ gear. You know, I've been learning the hand pan. At home, I love the handpan, musical instruments. And I've just been expressing myself in new ways, you understand, in every act throughout the day, from the moment I wake up to the scents I put on myself, the way we smelling for the day, the clothes that we put on, how colorful my first meal of the day is, down to the very words I speak to you right now. Every act throughout our day is an opportunity to spark or to fan that flame. A lot of us, we've got redundant with life. A lot of us with our own passions, we look at them and they become redundant. We once used to rush home and grab that paintbrush or grab that camera. Now we come home and we deep scroll and we watch everybody else. Thinking, my passion, my hobby, it's not really my thing no more. Not necessarily. Maybe you just need a shift. Maybe you need to challenge yourself. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe you need to learn what it's like to suck at something again. That's what I've been enjoying the most. Sucking at things again. Like when it comes to video, I can make videos. I've been doing videos for 10 years. But when it comes to different aspects of like music production or learning an instrument and some other areas like learning business, I'm like, man, I feel like a newbie again. I feel like a beginner again. I suck and I love it. I love it. It's me fanning the flame again, getting excited, being on a journey, going through that uncertainty, experiencing those hurdles, those little wins and those little losses, like the human experience. Maybe you need to challenge yourself. Maybe you need to learn something again. Add a new skill set to whatever you do and expand it. Whatever it is, I don't know why you're searching for the motivation. I don't know why you're searching for the fire when you're the one that has to create it. It all starts with you. I even created a course because I found for myself, I need structure. I need some type of system to help me get to a finish line. How many of us have started to learn something and again, we quit like 20% of the way? We quit like 20% of the way because that last 80% needed a guide. And as we challenge ourselves and we learn these new things and we apply it, I want to remind you that your fire has the power to ignite others. Your journey, your search for that spark in itself is a story. Share your journey. Let others see the process, the struggles, the triumph. The greatest story you will ever know is the one you experience and share yourself. By doing this, you're not just reigniting your fire, but you're also lighting the path for others who may feel lost in their darkness. Your spark is still there. It's just waiting for you to fan that flame again. Just take that first step today. Stop searching and know I am creating through my action, through my belief. And know you are never alone on this journey. We are all in this together. That's why I shared with you today that, I felt it lost within myself, a lack of fire. And I'm sharing my realization, what's been giving me that energy again. No, but yeah, not what's been giving me that energy, how I've been giving life its energy again. The answers lie in our small actions day by day, the consistent steps towards the direction that matters. Maybe it's in that book you've been meaning to read, the project you've been dreaming of starting, waiting for the passion to start it. Maybe it's in the conversations you've been waiting to happen. Maybe it's in the quiet moments of reflection, the bursts of laughter, or the pursuit of whatever you bring meaning and joy to. Remember, the journey to reigniting your fire is going to be unique to you. The fire you create doesn't have to be roaring all the time. That's what I realized. I was like, you know what? A fire will blaze, but it naturally has to come back down. It's in these moments where you gather new strength, new fuel to come back stronger. I want to remind you that your role in this world is not diminished, right? It is evolving. Your passion, it's a living, breathing thing. It changes as you do. And as you step into this new chapter, know that your flame in this world is still needed. It's still vital. You just need to fan that flame. And when you do so, what happens? Everybody comes around a campfire to experience its glow. And that's what's going to happen for you. Share your art, speak your truth, start that business, step into that relationship, whatever it is, create that fire within your day. And the rest of us, we're going to get to experience your illumination. And you as well. Because guess what? There comes a point where your fire becomes so strong, you get some time to sit back and just let it roar. And when it dims, again, cultivate that new strength, and then we go again. So identify yourself as a fire starter. You don't wait for motivation. You don't wait for passion. These things will come, yes. You understand? That's the cherry on top. It's the icing. But you're a fire starter. All throughout the day, you see sparks. And you spark those flames and you fan it because you're somebody that loves to live the life that you're living and live the life that you love. Cheers to the shift that we needed.